from San Francisco, California. We're live at Oracle Park. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the San Francisco Giants. Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day long. Impressive stuff, and we'll see if his teammate can match it today.
I've been running up the play through the back door. Feel like shit when he snapping, broke the backboard. Work hard, play hard, yeah, we been there. I was down for a minute, got my leg back. Give me the game, I got plenty, give me a wave. Triple stakes, told him I don't never play. I mean, Ruth Chris, told him we was too lit. Give me the toothpick, picking out the players,
First pitch coming your way next. And now here's the starter for San Francisco, Gaylord Perry. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boog, he's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Ready to go now? Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees. The 1-1. Ball. Late with the swing there. That's down
a ball.
And in. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, right fielder Aaron.
And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Mickey Mantle. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball two. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. 2 down, nobody on. Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball on the show NorCal. here in San Francisco. And taking the ball for the Yankees, Andy Pettitte. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Monty Irvin now at the plate.
Here this afternoon, right fielder, number 20, Monty Irvin.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1.
Guy like this can be tough. You know he's not going to try to beat you with velocity, but he's going to sink it, he's going to change speeds, and he's going to pitch backwards at times.
Out towards right center field. Makes the grab on the run. 1 away. Here's the Giants lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
So digging in, Orlando Cepeda. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Got him. That's out number 2.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. On a line, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Bird. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Willie Mays up to hit. That's a strike. 1-2. On to Jazz. That is the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Oracle Park, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. And a big swing and a miss. Perry, more than 300 wins in his career, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Stays alive. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
So up next, Jorge Posada. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 1-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Center fielder, Paul O'Neill.
So digging in, Paul O'Neill. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Crash out. Nah, I'm finna max out. Hold on. Brody, tell me what you really talking about. Hold on. Why you talking on me trying to talk it? Hey, feeling like Lil Wayne back in 08.
Bottom half of inning number 2, and digging in for San Francisco, Matt Chapman. Here's a 1-1. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Batting 6, second baseman, Luis Ariz.
Luis Ariz stands in.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Just missed. Pitch misses there. Ball 3. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all. And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Second inning here, no score. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And he walked him.
Nope. Ball 4.
Batting 7, shortstop, Willie Adames.
One gone, runner at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames. And 1-2. That one missed.
Upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Man at first, one away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. Strike 2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Off the
Ball,
mark
that's out.
there. And now 3-1. That one ripped, but foul. Three-two on the way. That one misses.
Base, ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Greg Nettles.
And stepping in for New York, Greg Nettles. 1-1 now.
Ball 2.
Just
Ball.
missed. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Top of the third, no score. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Right to start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
1 out man at first. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Andy Pettitte. Quick move to first. Jeter back on a dive. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Jeter leads off first with 1 away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman, Lou Gehrig.
First and second, 1 out. Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
He fouls it off. Will do it again. The Yanks looking to strike first here in the second game of the series. And they're all
Ball
loaded
4.
up.
Take your base.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Here is Aaron Judge.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
Ball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And
Ball 3.
downstairs.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
The Yankees with a chance to score first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. Aaron Judge with a rocket. His first homer of the year, and the Yankees have the lead. It's 4-0.
One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He seized the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
Digging in, Mickey Mantle.
That's a ball.
So it's easy to be satisfied and get a little distracted after a grand slam, but there's still a lot of work in this inning to do, and you can really deliver a knockout blow.
Late on that fastball.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Clips the corner. Going to count 1-2. Chisholm wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. Swings through that one.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8.
For the Yankees, catcher Jorge Posada.
Jorge Posada stepping in now for the Yankees.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Runner takes off in the dirt. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Man at second. And a swing and a miss there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
2-2. Struck him out swinging. In and over. Although plenty of damage done. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back here in San Francisco, and digging in for San Francisco, Gaylord Perry.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Ball to strike. This one in the air, right field. Judge takes it in for the out, and there's one down.
Up next for the Giants, right fielder.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Monty Irvin digs in now. The 1-1. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. O'Neill flying after this one. Makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for the Giants, first baseman Orlando.
And up next for San Francisco,
Cepeda.
Orlando Cepeda. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He makes the grab. That is the inning. Offense held in check there. 3 innings complete. The Yankees 4 and the Giants nothing. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Back here at Oracle Park as we go to the top of the 4th. Paul O'Neill stepping in now for the Yankees.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and They've
Ball
played
3.
4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now. That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Back to work, 3-2 now. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And though not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
In the air, left field. McCovey on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman Greg Nettles.
Now the third baseman, Greg Nettles. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy's at the top of the list. 2 down, nobody on. Just missed.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
2-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain.
Now that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. 1-2-3 go the Yankees, but they lead it 4-0. Ready to go, bottom 4, and digging in for San Francisco, Willie McCovey.
Willie McCovey.
The 1-1. Just misses the mark outside the zone. And that's down
ball
and
3.
away.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Set down on strikes. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Just dropped it in there on the top of the strike zone. Certainly not what he was trying to do with that curveball by any means, but at the plate, you could tell he wasn't expecting it either. I'd say he got away with a big-time hanger on that one.
Willie Mays digging in now. And that one almost hit him.
No, that's down.
The Giants down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
And here is Matt Chapman. The 1-1. Just missed.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play, minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it.
Up next for the Giants.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
All right.
So up next, Luis Arias.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Here's a 1-1. Mays off of first with 2 away. Step off, throw to first.
No, he's safe.
Mays dives back in safely. Two and one now. There goes Willie. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Man on second, 2 down. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging. One left for San Francisco. They trail it here 4-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. So now the pitcher for the Yankees, Andy Pettitte. Two. Swing and a bouncer. Now the throw to first on the run. High throw to first, and he can't reach it.
For the offense, that's basically as good as a leadoff double. You got a man in scoring position. Great chance to put something on the board right now. So we'll see how they approach it. On the mound, he's feeling some early pressure that he's got to try to work through.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Gaylord Perry will depart. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for the
New arm
Giants,
for the Giants,
number
Adrian
12,
Hauser.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Lou Gehrig stepping in now for the Yankees. That's misses. 2-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. Strike on the inside corner. Action in the pen down there. Robbie Ray up and throwing. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. No outs. Runner on second. In the dirt. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So now with 1 away and a man at second. Here comes Aaron Judge. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. Got the out.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder Mickey
Mantle stepping in now for the Yankees. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Man at second. That's to third. Chapman over to first in time, and that'll do it. The Yanks lead 1, but they're in front 4-0.
Just put on your best and relieve your stress. Feels like a holiday. Bills paid, sipping lemonade.
We head to the bottom of the fifth. And digging in for San Francisco, Willie Adames. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
That's in.
That
Ball
one
three.
misses. Ball three. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Swings through it for the K. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
That's hard hit on the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged over to start the season and get into a slump.
So now pinch hitter for the Giants, Willie McGee.
Pretty surprised they're going with the pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Up next for the Giants, right fielder, Monty
Back to the
Irvin.
top of the order. And now the right fielder, Monty Irvin. Man on second, 2 down. Swings through that. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball on the show NorCal. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one.
You are looking at a car. Went to A&D, Mad P, phones mall. The rest history, you know we took it mad far. Rap dude, travel the world like Nat Geo. Work myself through the matrix of Black Neo. Got real, had to pack torpedo. No break right with your own people. Made peace with it that I couldn't change. And took responsibility instead of passing blame. Anything less lame. Sent you $5 down for it. Make change. Got sharper with the aim. With a product you can trust. Stand on anything I put
Now
my
pitching
name.
for the
Robbie
Giants,
Ray on the
number
pitch here.
38.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Jazz Chisholm
Leading off
Jr.
for the
stepping in now for the
Second
Yankees.
baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
The 1-1. Late on that fastball. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Jorge
Here's the catcher,
Posada.
Jorge Posada. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Rip, but it curls foul.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Swings through that one. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Spencer Bivens, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. The 1-2. Squirts away a little bit. Chisholm leads off first with 1 away. On the ground, right side.
No, that's foul.
And foul ball. Two on the way. That one just misses. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. 2 away now.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop Derek Jeter.
Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. On the ground to short, Adames. They get the force. That ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. They lead 4-0. Back here in San Francisco. Well, an excellent outing last game and locked in again today, Ziggy.
Yeah, and what a weapon for this team. He's really keeping these hitters guessing.
I've been on 10 out the whole team and all of that way. You know it's on me. You know I got goals. You know what I see. Have all of that gold, a necklace around me. You say it's light work. My God, we gon' see. Just set them on 10.
Missed
Ball, that's off the
inside
plate.
with the curve. That's
Ball,
off the
that's
inside corner, and the count's full.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
In the air out to center. Brings it in with a nice running grab. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Giants, left fielder Willie McCovey.
The Yanks leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Nope, that's down.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Outside.
Ball, that's outside.
Next offering in there for a strike. Full count now.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
That's a good
Ball
at bat
four.
right there.
Take
He was
the bait.
down early
Up
in that
next
plate
for the
appearance.
Giants,
Works the walk.
Center fielder, Willie Mays.
The 2-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch.
Up next
Clearly he
for
had
the
a full.
Giants, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Two one now. Chapman gets a piece there. Two now. Outside with a breaking ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
3-2. To the right side. Chisholm. And that is that. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Greg Nettles. One now.
Ball, that's outside.
And that one ripped into right. One down.
Up next for the Yankees, pitcher Andy Pettit.
And a 1-1. Foul ball there. And now it's even up.
Seems like it can be really hard at times for pitchers to throw the ball right down the middle. They're so used to working on the edges, but then you have a guy up like this. He can't hurt you. Just throw it down the middle.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
For the Yankees, first baseman Lou Gehrig.
Back to the top of the order now, and here's the first baseman, Lou Gehrig. 2 down, nobody on. Hit in the air out to center field. And that is that. The Yankees 4 and the Giants nothing. Back here at Oracle Park and digging in for San Francisco, Luis Arias.
Luis Arias.
This to center field. And it falls. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boo. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Nope, upstairs.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Pitch in the dirt. Ball 3. Movement in the bullpen. Max Fried, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Sabathia getting cranked up as well. .3-1 is on the way. And that is out of play.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Throws down to first, but he wasn't going anywhere.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Andy Pettit departs. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. Max Fried gets the call from the pen. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Next to hit, Patrick Bailey. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. There's a strike.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does.
To third, Nettles. Over to Jazz. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Yankees 4 and the Giants nothing.
Leading off for
Aaron Judge at the plate. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
Yo no hago canciones, hago himnos pa' que no caducan. En este género.
Here's a 1-1.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
The 3-1. And a big swing and a miss. Lifted in the air, right center field. Irvin settles under this one, and there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder Mickey Mantle.
Foul ball. That one off the mark, and it's 2-2. Next pitch, not close, up high. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman Jazz Chisholm Jr.
So man aboard. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Here's a 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And about front for strike 3.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Misses
Ball, that's
outside. Ball 2. Swing and a miss.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
2-2 now. And misses inside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And a 3-2. So a
That's
walk
ball 4.
puts runners at first and
Up
second.
next for the Yankees, center fielder Paul O'Neill.
First and second, 2 outs. Paul O'Neill stepping in now for the Yankees. The Yankees trying to break this one open. And we're in the top of the 8th. Out to short. And that is the inning. The Yankees 4 and the Giants nothing. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Jungle Lee.
They're running out of time in this game, trying to get something started here.
Ball to strike. Late swing, foul to the left. Here's a 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful.
Monty Irvin.
So back to the top of the order. Now it's the Giants' leadoff hitter, Monty Irvin. Fried, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. That smash towards center. O'Neill takes it in for the out. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Giants, first baseman Orlando Cepeda.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
That's a ball.
Two pitches in there, and the count is even.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
2 down, nobody on. Out towards right center field. Judge on the move to the alley. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that's the inning. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. They're down 4-0. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Spencer Bivens. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter. The 1-1. Out towards right center field. Arise. Settles underneath it. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman Greg Nettles.
Ball 2.
Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Hayden Birdsong getting ready to go. The 2-1. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Two now. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. And gone! His first homer of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-zip.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
The Yankees going with a pinch hitter, Bernie Williams.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boog. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
Outside.
Ball, that's out.
And it's 2-1. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 2-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman Lou Gehrig.
So digging in, Lou Gehrig.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
Two down, nobody on. Fouls one off. 2-2. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. Third out. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. And the lead is now 5-0.
Now pitching for the
Back
Yankees,
now as they hand the
number
ball to a
80.
fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Number 80.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is.
Leading
Your
off
mental
for
toughness
the
matters in
Giants,
situations like this as well.
left fielder, Willie McCovey.
The 2-1. And that one hammered. That's back. Up onto the arcade and gone. See you later. He sends it out of here. And they've got their first run. It's 5-1.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet. High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
Now here is Willie Mays.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Here's a 2-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. The 2-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. And that skips into dirt. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of inning number 9. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And the Giants down to their final out.
So when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Breaking ball,
that
and
hit
that
him.
got him.
First base.
Up next for the Giants.
Willie Adames stands in.
Willie Adames.
The 1-1.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
This one in the air, center field. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Me enamoro de ti, todo es que tú tienes no sé qué. Siento que te pasa lo mismo cuando te miro, que dices si no a ver el amanecer. Te digo, y luego viene y me